Hi, I'm Mike Hallam and I'm a member of DTP's Managed Print Services team. Here at DTP we have nearly 30 years experience in dealing with both the public and private sector, and we pride ourselves on our open and honest approach we take when dealing with our print contracts. We understand that in our industry customers can sometimes fall victim to poor practice and bad contractual clauses. So today, as part of our open and honest approach, we're going to look through some of these potential pitfalls.
There's a term here that talks about volume, and it says that there's 3 years worth of pages included in the price. That's a good thing, isn't it, if they're free?
It would be, but you actually pay for these when you sign the finance deal up front, so they're actually far from free. What'll happen is once you've used all of the free prints up, you'll then start seeing your costs rocket. When that happens, you'll end up being pushed for refinance and you'll actually end up owing more by the time the term ends.
Okay, so basically that sounds like a minimum volume commitment, but what would that mean if business conditions change and volumes drop? Do they still pay the same price?
They do, yes. But a correct managed print service is supposed to drive down volumes and introduce electronic workflows. With that in mind, it doesn't make sense to actually sign a contract that's going to peg a volume to it.
Let's talk about toners, because there's a big debate in our industry about manufacturer original toners versus compatible cartridges. And there's nothing in this contract mentions that.
There is a big debate. What DTP will always try and do is use manufacturer parts because of the guaranteed high quality that provides. But what's really, really important in a contract is to make sure that you know exactly the consumables you're going to get and the cost that's associated with.
Okay, well that's toners sorted, but what about coverage? Because it says that you simply pay a cost per page for every page you print out. That's good, isn't it? Makes coverage irrelevant.
No, Mike. Coverage is very relevant. The cost per page is usually worked out on 5% coverage, but we tend to find most of our customers use far less than that. Equally, if you produce 3 pages on duplex, you'll be charged for the 4th, even though there's no print on it.
So surely then it's better that the customer is charged on the basis of cost per coverage rather than cost per page.
Often this is much better for a customer, and it makes sense for them to pay for the consumables they use rather than the amount of printed pages that they produce.
There's a clause here that if all else fails, I can cancel at any time. That's a good thing.
It's not always as simple as that. There'll be undisclosed financial penalties for ending a contract early, and a number of service contracts will try and peg you to a 12-month notice period as well, so just ending it isn't quite as easy as it seems.
We would encourage all customers to carefully view contracts from potential suppliers up front and would encourage the following. No minimum volume commitment. A coverage analysis so you know exactly how much toner you place on each page. Simple pricing where you simply pay for what you use. And also ongoing management with a focus on savings and efficiencies. I hope you found this useful today. For more information about managed print service contracts and the pitfalls of negotiating them, please visit the DTP website.